How's it going? It's Farmer Nick. Welcome back to another video. And today we're actually doing some real life, I don't know what you want to call this, knocking over piles, but this is kind of what we're dealing with is lima bean straw. Got the 64 in the rock bucket. 64 is going to need a bath after this, but I've been only doing this for the last little bit. Just kind of starting this field. We still got a bunch of piles to go. I've only came around the front headland, started over there, and I've been coming around. And I've done this for a little bit, so I got a few more piles and we're going all the way around this field. So let's prop you guys up and we'll see how well we can do here. I don't know, I don't really have very good mounts because there is no good real spot, I don't think, but hey. Alrighty, let's hopefully try that. We'll have to change you guys around a few times, but let's keep carrying on here. So basically we set our throttle for cruise control, and then basically the easiest way is to go into these is just kind of scoop her up. Didn't get too much that time. And then we basically got to just shake the living heck out of it. I've been basically doing this all day trying to get, I basically got this kind of figured out the easiest way and compared to like the hardest way kind of figured out, because we were originally just going to like back drag it with the rock bucket here. But I've figured out it seems to be the easiest is we just go like this. Scrape it up on a curve, like start turning and scooping at the same time, and then you just get her like that. You just shake her. I don't know how well you guys can hear me or not. I'm in a different tractor. I don't do very much filming in the 6430, but I think we're going to be doing quite a bit more filming in general. If you guys are enjoying this, if you guys want to see more kind of stuff like this, let me know down below, and I think we can try and make her happen this fall. But we are just kind of getting started for groundwork here on the lima beans here. I've already done about like 50 to 45 acres. I'm spreading piles. So we got a bunch. We'll probably have like right around 90 acres of our own to deal with, and then we'll have like probably another 75 of custom work to do. I might have to do a voice over this, I don't know, but if I'm too quiet, not enough. I was gonna like mount you guys somewhere out there, but I don't know where it's really gonna work, unfortunately. Like, it's so rough and I don't want to lose the GoPro type deal. I mean, I haven't really lost the GoPro yet. I've always found it. I think I damn near lost it once on the cultivator, but I ended up finding it. I stopped picking up, I kept an eye on it. So that was pretty good there. But this just takes time. I've been doing this probably since about like 2 o'clock, and it takes time to go through and especially spread piles. I'm hoping to have this done by dark because they are talking like, they're talking like 15 mils of rain coming, 10 to 15. So they're talking a decent amount of rain coming. So we want to get this done because we're talking rain all week. So we want to get these spread out. Let the rain do its thing, and we'll see what happens if we have to go get the neighbor's tedder. I'm thinking that's what we're gonna have to do, is we'll have to grab like the neighbor's tedder or something like that he specifically has for doing this kind of stuff, especially peas. I think that's what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do, is get her, and then I'll have to spend like 2 days going over all of it. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna make it so much easier for the ripper to go through, because these lima beans yielded pretty decent, I'd say. Even the guys that I was talking to, one of them, they said it was pretty good. So I think we're gonna have to ted some of these windrows out, because there's probably like 3 or 4 inches of windrows. Just a little bit of a pile in here. The front rod is starting to look a little dirty. I'll have to clean it all up. Basically trying to get this done, and then I want to go ahead and just take the pressure washer to the whole tractor and bucket, clean her all off, because I don't want this slimy lima bean stuff all over this tractor and smell like this for the longest time. So that is basically what we're doing, but sometimes you got to go back over, it seems like a few times, just to get them leveled out the way I kind of want them. I don't know. There's no right way. If you guys have different ways that you guys actually deal with this kind of stuff, I'm kind of curious. Let me know. But I don't think you could just go ahead and just disc the heck out of this stuff. Like, it'd take quite a bit, I think, to be able to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I think we'll just kind of go up here, and we're just going to start going back and forth. I think it's the simplest. The headlands don't look too terribly heavy anymore. This field didn't run as heavy as the other field, I don't think. There's a lot more piles in the other field, like a lot closer and stuff like this. I don't think this field ran as heavy as the other one. But as I get looking here, there's piles all over, so I don't know. I don't know very much about lima beans. This is the first year of us actually growing them. I have plowed them under for like 2 or 3 years. Basically, since I've been ripping, I've always plowed them under for the guy that we do the trucking for. He usually grows a whole bunch for the food plant. So this isn't my first time dealing with. I don't usually have to go and spread the piles out. The last couple times that they've had to come and spread piles out for me, they've usually just brought like a telehandler. I might be able to find the video. I'll put a link into it when we were doing the lima beans and stuff like that. I'll see if I can find the link, and we might put that in here as well. Disc ripping. I think we were doing custom work. But back then, all I did was I just basically propped up the camera on Ripper and stuff like that. And I just basically did like music and voiceover, stuff like that. There's a bunch of clips actually in the intro. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep using that intro or not. Or do you guys want me to kind of keep using the intro? Or would you rather me not actually use the intro, period? But let me know down below what you guys would prefer. This is not a very fun job because unfortunately, when they didn't come to take these beans off, they pulled in at like 1 o'clock. I don't know, I think it was Monday morning, and they pulled out, I think it was like anywhere from 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Like they pulled in at like a.m. and then they pulled out at like, you might as well say 7 p.m. They were on the road. They were at it. They had our 90 to 80 acres done. I'm not really roughly sure how many acres we have of these things, but I always think this is like a 42, and then around my house, the home farm is like, I want to say 50, give or take. It's hard to say. But I am hoping to be I want to blog a whole bunch more for you guys this fall, take you guys along, and because I'm really starting to enjoy doing the farm simulator stuff more. So I don't want to lose that. I think the best way is to just carry on, and we're just going to do real life farming. A lot of people are kind of interested in that. But if you're not, some people say they want to farm sim. We might be able to find someone to be able to kind of do that for us, carry on the series. If that's something you guys want, let me know. A little wet there. Whole field's a little wet, tell you the honest truth. But if that's something you guys would want, I can hopefully try and train someone, or because I got my doubts that Ryler will be able to actually do it either, because when this is gonna hit, I think Ryler's going back to school in another 2 weeks or something. He's going back to college, I want to say. Michael, I think, is 2. Michael wouldn't record anyways. That's not Michael's type. Michael will just sit there and play farm sim usually. Yeah, I don't know. I might be looking for someone. Farmer Fisher, we tried getting him working. He couldn't get the mods to work on the one server, but he could on the other server. I was going to get him to play a whole bunch of Sunny Farms for us. But that didn't work out. He couldn't get the mods, and he had a whole bunch of stuff to do, so I wasn't too worried about it. I got an idea what to do and what we can do to get that dealt with. We'll just lease in a bigger planter, or we'll just go to town and get her done. Well, that is going to be the hard part the next couple weeks. Oh yeah, now we're on a windrow we're going to have to play with. Oh yeah, just fun. Never a dull moment around here. Would have started this a lot earlier, but we were getting ready to pour cement in the sugar shack where we boil the maple syrup and all that kind of stuff. There'll be more videos on that later on. But we were getting that all prepped. We had to dig it out. We started about 6 o'clock this morning. They were, Dad and Braden and Grandpa have been working on it for the last, they've been working on it for the last little bit. We've been technically kind of working on this for the last couple, almost a month, between taking stuff out slowly on the weekends, getting everything out, plumbed. So it's just a process. Hoping to get the cement poured in the next 2 weeks, hopefully, before it starts getting colder. And we're just waiting on the weather, it seems like right now. The weather is going to be our next subject this week, as I was saying, because it's talking rain all week and it's back in the bush. So it's inside, but at the same time it's got to be dry to get cement trucks and stuff back there. Because when it rains, it's not very pretty. I think I don't know if they're on there or not. I did lose a bunch of videos, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. I got a feeling someone hacked into my channel and just started deleting them because YouTube was such a pain and they didn't want to really give it back to me. Even though they said I need URLs and I don't have any. I had a bunch, like, I save all my real life farming videos on a hard drive, and I think the more I think about it, I honestly should maybe do, I maybe should keep doing that. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about, honestly, when I get bigger, that might be a thing where I keep all of my footage uploaded to like Dropbox or something, or I just get like a massive hard drive and that'll be a thing I do. I know there's a bunch of YouTubers, I think it's like 6th Generation Farmer. He had a whole bunch of stuff saved onto an online thing, and that was kind of a pain because he lost all that. He had a whole bunch of farming, like real farms. Like he had all his tile maps, I think it was on it, and they unfortunately lost quite a bit of it. But he said he did get not all of his footage back, but he got like 95% of his footage and stuff back, and at least the tile maps, that was his main thing he was worried about, more of the real farm stuff, because that kind of stuff is nice to have. I slowly want to start learn more about John Deere Green Star and auto steer systems and stuff like that, to be able to kind of do that stuff, map it out, and when I'm running like the Ripper or something, I can flag rocks and stuff like that. I don't know if I can do that on the monitor that I'm running, but that might be a thing I could do with a bigger one. Like I might have to use like the 2630 or something like that, and then we'd be able to mark like where the rocks are, for instance, and then I can pull a monitor up in this tractor. This tractor's not auto steer set up or whatever. Like this doesn't have an unlock or anything in it. It's not designed for auto steer. But you'd have to put a different steering wheel on it and a whole bunch of other stuff. But all I need is to just run the monitor. That's all I'd need. Then I'd be able to go find the rocks. That'd be kind of a nice thing in the springtime, especially up in the clay ground where we're in right now. We're in clay ground compared to our nice sandy ground. That was a nice bucket. We kind of went over the top of the bucket. It is what it is. I'm not sure how long we're going to go, but I might just kind of keep this thing going. We'll just run out of battery juice. I see I got half a battery on this GoPro. I don't know how long it's going to last. My fault. I should have plugged it in. I knew I was going to do this, but I've been super busy. I'm going to try and keep my GoPro stuff. Hopefully I'm going to have a day after work or school that I can actually get this stuff figured out this week. I got a couple of days off after school. I can actually do something, it seems like. Hopefully, but I can't really predict if I can or not. But I'm hoping next Saturday we might be putting some drainage tile in this field here. That might be another video. There's a lot of stuff going to happen here very shortly in a short period of time, because soybeans are getting real close, seems like. Could be harvesting them by the weekend if we don't get rain. I know a lot of people are doing corn, but this is a little bit something different compared to farm sim. Thought about doing a live stream out of this, but would this be something you guys would want to do? But the only thing is I'd need someone to run my phone to answer comments and stuff like that, because I wouldn't have the time, or I get mounts and I get like an iPad or something like that too. But I'm thinking about looking for a good phone mount that I can mount into the tractor or something like that, And then I'd be able to do these kind of like live streams and stuff like that would be kind of cool, I think. But I'm open to suggestions. What would you guys like? I used to go live on Facebook more, but I don't know why I did Facebook and not YouTube. I don't go live on Instagram or anything like that. There goes Dad back from moving stuff around or whatever. He's been grabbing tile. Everyone's been just busy doing stuff all day. Like, someone's been working on the corn head all day. We got that pretty close, I think. I'm not too sure. I haven't really been around the corn head. Do we got piles in this gully? It's really gonna suck, and we're gonna slow down here a little bit too. There's a big one over here. Oh yeah, there's a few, but it's ruts too. We're gonna have to come uphill on that, so we don't get into the dirt. Look at the ruts. Look at the ruts. One right here. I don't know, this is kind of an maybe I should be like sticking to like taking 20 feet at a time, but I'm just trying to do like a section at a time. Now we're on a windrow again, so we're going to take this as far as we need to. And just shake the straw, I believe. I don't know, would you call this stubble? Straw? What would you guys kind of call this kind of stuff? I don't know, I call it more like straw because that's basically what it is. But it is the pods and stuff like that because it's basically like a normal combine, but it windrows all the straw into a windrow, sadly. You know, it'd be kind of nice if they actually had spreaders on those combines. Spread this stuff out pretty good for us. But there's got to be a reason why they don't have spreaders on them. I just don't know why. I don't know much about vegetables, meats, and stuff like that at all either. Like, if anybody knows, leave down in the comments. If you guys want. Should be able to see everything pretty good. Maybe I'll turn you guys down just a tad. I don't know. I hope you guys can see everything what I've been doing for the last little bit, or else I'd be a little upset. There's a bunch of windrows right in here. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get a tedder or something. There's no way in the heck that we can. Oh yeah, we got that mess over here. So I don't think it's worth us trying to jam this through the ripper like this. Like, I can't see a purpose in this. I think we need to spread it out more. Like, it's just green underneath and muck, basically. You guys can see some of these piles have actually started heating, but it's just kind of like a sloppy mess. The bucket's going green. Kind of figured that. It's not going to be too pleasant washing this thing out. The first couple times I've gouged into the dirt a little bit more than I should have. I started around behind the farm, so back by the shed, so no one really know. I'll probably be the one working the ground anyway, so just don't tell no one, we'll be all good. Sometimes it does kind of matter which way you pick these piles up. I've noticed different ways, different angles seem to work better too. It's just it's a learning curve. It's basically, I don't know if we're going to grow these next year or we're going to try peas out, but I know we're going to try something out again. But I'm hoping it'll be in like, it'll be on sandier ground, so we won't have to worry too much of the ruts. down in the sand, down at the 200. You guys should know. If you guys are some of my old followers, you guys will know what I mean by the 200. That looks pretty good. Need a haircut one of these days too, but maybe I should get on that and have that done before harvest hits. Because when harvest hits, yeah, that don't happen. It's just one of those things, you don't have time, and that's the last thing you're really worried about right now. Eat, sleep, or eat, work, sleep, you know? Kind of one of those things, which they make shirts like that. I work in acres, not hours, or something. I think I've seen a couple kind of cool. Something along those lines. Oh yeah, wait, oh yeah. Just had to fall over my bucket. I wish I could mount you out guys outside a little better, but I don't really want to take the chance of losing the GoPro. There we go. The problem is, it seems like all these are stuck together. They've been sitting just over a week, just under a week actually. They've been all kind of stuck together, so can't do too much with them. Looks like we pretty well got the piles in this area. We'll go down the hill, and then we'll turn around and start coming back up this hill. Looks like if you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you look really carefully, you guys can see where they were sliding on the hill. And then there's spots where you see they couldn't actually steer with, or they couldn't climb the hill, period. They'd steer with brakes, and they slid off, looks like in quite a few spots. Looks like they had a heck of a time getting up this hill. Like it poured rain for the longest time, and then all of a sudden they showed up at 1 o'clock, so. As I worked till like 9 o'clock at night, went home, thank God I went home early. I got some sleep before they pulled in, because as soon as they pulled in, you were up. I seen a little bit of a divot up here. Kind of glad for the cab here, otherwise I'd be probably smelling it like this kind of crap all day. I don't think that'd be too pleasant. But if the neighbor did plant this with a 24-row corn planter, if you guys are wondering why there's such a big headland, that'd be why. I don't know what we can really do on this hill. Ooh. If you guys have seen it over there, that's a pretty good mess. Just try not to gouge into the dirt too much. Yeah, we got a little. Just a bit. We'll go up here and spread this up on the level, just in case we got issues with the ripper. I'd rather spread it up here on the level ground than in this gully, because we're gonna put a drain tile somewhere in here, and I want to keep this stuff spread out and out of my way. It's gonna make it a lot easier. Kind of something like that. I don't know if we want to try going back down the hill, but we'll try it. Give her a shot. arm's gonna hurt from going like this all day. Yeah, this is the way they had some issues. God, they're not too bad. Seagulls are out. For pigeons. Can we run over them? No. You know, this field kind of drops off quite a bit if you actually get up here, and then you're at the bottom and he'll try and come straight up. It does drop off a decent amount. Got a little bit there we don't want to put her in here, why not? So I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon, and this might go out Monday afternoon, I'm hoping, but it might not. It could, I don't know. It depends what time I get this done, and depends what else I have to do tonight. It's just, there's a bunch more I think I have to do before I get done, so. We're gonna just scoop up the dirt and level her out better. We're gonna take dirt in this bucket, but we'll level those ruts out better. I don't want to try them over there too much. Unfortunately, I can turn the radio on, but YouTube don't like that. You know what would be actually really good? If they had a YouTube station with all their music, whatever, like they had a radio station that you could use. That'd be kind of cool. You should maybe think about that. Somewhere in there. I don't know. Cars are going by, I left them probably what the heck I'm doing. Look at that nice, mucky, slimy green stuff there. To the left of my bucket. Also this spring we got a heavy rain, and unfortunately it washed out quite a bit. That's why this field is such a mess really too, I think. It's not helping like this field. I probably should have came over and took some pictures, then I could show you guys what I mean. Unfortunately I didn't. But right in here it washed right out in the road. Like there was quite a bit of mud actually on the road. We might have got the majority of that one. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I might go with and leave that. Because if we come back with a tedder, we can spread that out a lot better. I'm hoping we'll be able to do that, because there's some of these piles that I'm shaking out. It's going to save so much time, I think, if I just grab a tedder or something like that, or a rake or something that we can use, just to spread these out more. It'll work so much easier, I think. But basically, it's going to be when I get back to the farm is right here. I'll basically take the compressor, blow the front of the tractor off, and then just go power wash this bucket. Probably go drop the bucket and then get the tractor out of the way, and then wash the bucket, wash the tractor, wash them both off, give them a nice rinse again. I like to keep equipment nice and clean. Oh yeah, you didn't want to spread it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on that post notification. And don't forget to go and check all the other videos out. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.